You're watching The Local Vibe on the Triad CW.
Welcome back. Thanks so much for staying with us here on The Local Vibe on your Monday morning. Brian will have a check of our forecast for today and the rest of this week as well. We have some rainy weather this week.
A little bit here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, little
Good.
tease. Yes.
Yes. But first, let's say good morning to our next live guest.
Yeah, for over 100 years, the Piedmont Candy Company has been a community staple in the community of Lexington. They have grown immensely in that time, but are still most widely known for their Red Bird soft peppermint puffs. They are delightful.
Oh, I was going to say, this
They are
sounds
delightful, yes.
delicious. And joining us now live to give us just a bit more insight into how those peppermints are made is the Piedmont Candy Company, is Emily Carmichael. She's the company's director of sales. Good morning, Emily.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I mean, we can already see that iconic striping package in the back of your shot here. But can you just quickly share a little bit about the history? I mean, 100 years. We're talking, this goes way back.
It really does, way before my time. Yeah, Piedmont Candy has been making soft peppermint puffs since 1890, right here in Lexington, North Carolina. We call ourselves the original soft peppermint puff, the original melt-away mint. The Redbird brand came a little bit later, but we've always been a small-town, family-owned company. The Reed family actually purchased the company in the 1980s, and they really focused on putting Redbird branded items on the map nationally. So that's really what made the biggest difference.
So what made Davidson County and the Triad such a good fit for the Piedmont Candy Company?
Lexington is the perfect little town for a nostalgic old-fashioned candy brand, mostly because of the people here. And Davidson County, too, they've always supported locally small businesses, which is great. People are wonderful. But we're also really close to 85 and 40, so it's a good central location. And we do have a very loyal following. People write to us, call us, they come to visit us just from all over the place. They'll drive hours to come and visit, but we like to send them over to the local candy store on Main Street, the Candy Factory. It's actually was started from the original owners of Piedmont Candy, the Abilene family. So they have a lot of history, information, old packaging, lots of really cool stuff in there. So I always recommend that people check it out.
And Emily, we're showing some video of the production of the Redbird peppermints. It looks really cool. Like I kind of can't stop watching it. That looks really intriguing. Just how large I mean, what is it made of? Can you kind of share more about what the production is like?
Yeah, absolutely. When I first came here about 8.5 years ago, I thought it was like Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
It was so cool. But yeah, we just use 3 very simple ingredients. It's just pure cane sugar and the best all-natural peppermint oil you can source in the U.S., and then a little bit of food coloring. We still make it very much like we made it in the old days. In the early days, they made about 2,000 pounds a day. They used those old copper kettles, and that was about 44 million puffs per year, which is a lot. But now we use a big boiler instead of little kettles, and we make about 50,000 pounds of candy per day, which equates to over 1 billion puffs per year. So it's a lot of candy. We keep it going all year round. Obviously, the biggest season is around Christmas time, but America loves Redbird. We just keep pumping it out. So.
Absolutely. And Emily, I have to ask you, for it to be this company to have been around for so long, there's got to be generations that come to the store. It's like, oh, I remember coming here as a kid, and now they're sharing it with their kids or their grandkids. Do you hear stories like that often?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what keeps us going. It's just passed down generation after generation. It's such a nostalgic brand. You remember your grandparents having it. And so, you can't help but fall in love with it.
It's been so great to have you on our show, Emily. You mentioned during the holiday season, too, you're popular. What a fun gift idea that would be.
Oh, yeah.
Take the whole family, down to the factory. Did you have any parting thoughts?
Yes, I want to make sure I showcase our 2 newest items that you've never done anything like these before. We've got a peppermint bark and a peppermint popcorn. You can find the bark at Food Lion. It's probably the best way to find it, and the bark is at Walgreens. But they're both, we use our crushed peppermint puffs on top. It makes the perfect topping because we don't use corn syrup, so it's not sticky. It doesn't stick in your teeth. It just crunches nicely. You get that burst of peppermint, and then it dissolves, just the perfect bite in your mouth. But you can also find these at the Candy Factory on Main Street in Lexington, and then always on our website and through Amazon too.
Wow, fantastic, Emily. You are very convincing. Those are great gift ideas.
They're delicious. You have to try them. We pick around here that you can't just eat one bite. You end up eating the whole bag.
Yep, you'll definitely scarf down that entire
That's what we
bag.
say around here too, Emily.
All right. Well, thank you, Emily. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You.
And of course,
have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too. And if you guys at home would love to find out more information about these delicious candies, just visit that website that's there on your screen, redbirdcandies.com. I mean, we all know what we're getting Brian for Christmas now. He was salivating in the chair next to me as we're talking about the peppermint bark.
If you've never been, the Candy Factory is just such an iconic place in uptown Lexington. It's an old-fashioned candy store. It's just fun to go look around.
Absolutely.
I want to go now.
Go visit the giant pigs they have, the artists. So you know how some communities have kind of a common theme running through town. Lexington being a barbecue town, they've got pigs all over, and local artists have decorated them differently. You can find them on some street corners and all around town. It's a lot of fun too.
All right.
Cool, yes.
Well, I mean, we have certainly feel in the holiday spirit with this temporary